Okay everyone, welcome back to another episode of my solar survival map. Last time we were here I built a little road out to Venus, and I completed the yellow wool challenge, and I built a house which used to be a challenge. Certainly did the cobblestone generator. Make your house have windows, watch the sunrise and the sun. Okay, so definitely haven't achieved any of those other challenges yet, but I have completed 2, and oh no, house got windows, there you go. So I've completed 3 challenges, so I'm just about ready to start on the 4th challenge, which is going to be to go to Mercury and get the stuff off Mercury. Problem that I have is at the end of the last episode I had absolutely no cobble. Unfortunately I did it again. I broke my melon. I'm going to use my last piece of bone meal and grow it back. It's always incredibly unfortunate when that happens, but unfortunately, unfortunate that I can't do much about it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to gather cobble until I break this pick, and then I will restart the video once that happens, so hold on and stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. So far that pick has been good for almost 2 full stacks of cobble. I think I will end up, yep, I didn't quite get there. Got very close to 2 full stacks, but not quite. I've also had a bit of an epiphany about how I'm going to mark to make sure that everyone can tell when I have completed challenges and things. So I'm going to just get this watermelon, and then I'm going to run over here, and seeing as I have stacks of that wool and I'm not really doing anything with it, I'm going to use this wool to mark when I've completed a challenge. So there's my wool. So first up we have made a cobblestone generator, and next I have a house with windows, and okay, that's it. That's all I've done so far. Be really careful that I'm not going to fall off the edge there when I come back to do that again, because I'm just starting to think that the more of those things that I have there, the more likely it is that I'm going to end up falling off the edge in a horribly unspectacular death scene. I'm also noticing that I'm going to have way more watermelon than I can possibly eat soon, so I'm going to try and run everywhere. Ooh, I'm going to need a pick too. There's no point going all the way to Mercury and then not having something to do when you get there. So I'm going to make myself 2 picks. I'm going to make my normal pick, and then I'm going to make myself, oh, now I have 2 backup picks. Guess you never can have too many backup picks, but I will take that shovel. So now if everything goes really well and my plan works, I should be able to run along here, and I should not get excessively shot by skeletons, and I should not look at Endermen, because both of those things are bad ideas. So there we go, they can not see me or shoot me, or maybe they can, but they're not. Who knows? The important thing is I'm not dead. So we'll just come back this way. Ooh. Bye, Mr. Zombie Man. Might just cover that up as well. I wasn't originally going to go this far with it, but I'm noticing now that I could be seen from where I was. So back up we go. It's awful dark where we're headed, so I'm sorry if this video looks a little bit dark. Just going to have to bear with me for a few seconds while I run back and put some torches out, because I don't want things spawning. But I also want to make it to Mercury in a reasonable time, because if everything goes well, I would like to try and achieve the challenge of watching the sunrise while on the sun. I'd like to try and achieve that, but I'm starting to think that I'm not going to get to, because yeah, that moon is very, very low. So looks like that's planned for tomorrow. Okay, so we'll lay some more torches out using my very unscientific 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautifully unscientific, but certainly in my experience it works well enough that I'm going to keep doing it. So we'll come back this way a bit further. Really hoping I have enough cobble to get me to the sun. Because I don't want to have to go all the way back to Earth and have this be a wasted trip. Well, I guess it's never going to be a wasted trip, because I can now see Mercury coming up beside me. Lame and time consuming. Just going to put up some very user-friendly bump stops to stop myself being silly and running over the edge. Yeah, that'll do. Now let's not land in the fire. But I did anyway. Wasn't that nice of me? I'm sure that netherrack will come in handy, so I'll hang on to that. All of a sudden I'm not feeling like 17 is going to be anywhere near enough cobble. Which is a most unfortunate event. Let's see if this will work. Build one down there. Knock you off. Perfect. Which leaves me 11 cobble with which to make it to the sun. Once again, it's an awfully big sun and I'm not feeling very good about that, so looks like there's going to be another little mining session for me to get me there. You are... is that clay? Have to check. Yep, clay. May as well get all this while I'm here. Hopefully I've got enough life left in my little shovel. One of the features that they did add in the new version of Minecraft is the ability to repair things, but to be honest I don't find that it's all that useful. From my experience anyway, you know, if you take a half destroyed tool and then you put it in the area to repair it, or sorry, if you take two half destroyed tools you end up with one tool. So it kind of really just adds, it's more of an inventory management thing than it's actually being a useful way of kind of repairing things and getting something better than what you started with. I don't like where this is going. I have this horrible sinking, falling sensation. So I'm going to come back in and hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll end up with enough clay that I can build myself a nice brick house. Well, that's a long way up. That's also a long way up. Darn it. Okay, so where's that chest? I know when I was walking over here out of the corner of my eye I saw the chest hanging down here somewhere. Well, that's a long way down. Okay, so maybe we go this way about it. Might be able to kind of wiggle our way down and end up at the chest. And if everything goes well I won't have to fall off the wall to do it. Ah, beautiful. One chest. Pop the top so you can get in. Light grey wall. exciting, but not really. My axe is here. Take that axe. Collect myself a chest. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm sure I'll find something to do with it later on. Now a bad thing's going to spawn, probably. What I have ended up with this little mining expedition is I've ended up with 30 cobble, so that's nearly sufficient cobble for me to not have to go back to Earth. Ooh. And this is excellent. Can never have too much iron. Sword. Oh, dead silverfish. Okay, I think I'm going to have to cobble my way back out of here. I can hear silverfish. They sound like they're coming out of my left speaker, so hopefully they're going to be over here somewhere, and then I don't have to worry too much about them. I don't really have any intention of digging more cobble, and I have to get all this iron out. Glad I brought a pick. This could have been a very unpleasant trip if I didn't have... Ah, man. I didn't even touch you. What are you doing? Oh, I can hear more. This is going to keep happening, isn't it? Never mind, the most... rack off! They just know how to get in the way when you're trying to do something important, like make a video. Having said that though, at least they're not quite as noisy as cows are. Cows and sheep just seem to just make so much noise when you're trying to record an important part of your video. Okay, so it would seem like... Wow, that was the hard way to get back out. Way darker than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we need to knock that bit out. And that bit. And then put a piece just there, and a piece there. Did not think this through. Okay, sweet. Excellent. Brilliant. Brilliant even. Yeah. More fantastic than excellent. While I have this chest, I'm going to put this down here. And I'm going to put all this stuff that I really don't want to lose in the chest. Oh, I'm going to need that cobble because otherwise we're not getting anywhere. Okay. Proceed to the sun. Tally ho. Okay, start going up now. And up. And up. I'm getting close now, I can feel it. Up. And up. And up. Come on, 12 to go. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And up. Brilliantish. And the reason I say brilliantish is I know from past experience lots of bad things can happen with digging into the sun and having stuff that you would rather not have come out and meet you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Time to make use of some of this watermelon. So for those of you who've been watching my other playlist that I've got going on, which is my Yogblock Let's Play. I said that I was going to do this as a bit of a subscriber special. To be honest, there's nothing going to be really special about it, but it is going to be a double my normal length episode, so for those of you who like seeing it, this is a bit special, and you can thank all the people that have subscribed to my channel for helping to make this just a little bit special. Okay, that is not cool. Darn it. All of a sudden I'm not thinking I had quite as much cobble as I thought I had, because it looks like I'm gonna have to go the long way. The upside though is never ending glowstone, as long as you don't die. Crap. Okay, that was not anything like I planned. I now have a piece of cobble that I don't want to dig directly above my head. Maybe if we come back out one and then go up one, maybe I can make it now. Yeah, this expedition is going rapidly downhill. Never ever dig above yourself, just in case there is a whole lot of lava that's waiting to come out. It's raining on the sun. That is not something you can say that you see every day. Now, normally I'd be really worried about losing all this glowstone, but I think under the circumstances it's going to make very little difference. I already have 50 glowstone, and I'm thinking that I'm going to end up with lots more. So where were we? Dig you, dig up one, 2. Hopefully we can now go in one and not have lava come out. We'll keep trying the same tactic and we'll see where we get. So 1, 2, 3. Wow, this sun looks way taller than I thought it would be. On the upside, looks like I'm getting towards the top half of it. So that's at least something. And looks like it's well into the night now, so hopefully I'll be checking off more than one more challenge when I get back. Amazingly awesome. Okay, so here we have orange wool. So when I get back, I will now have orange wool, light grey wool, and if I play my cards just right and hang around for a little while, I will also be able to say that I watched the sunrise on the sun. I believe this was a version 1 update as well, that you can now break glowstone with your fist and still get a drop from it. Previously you had to use a pickaxe. And thinking just slightly about it now that I've been doing it for a little while, I think I just wasted my pickaxe. So my next aim is going to be to try and turn Venus into a bit of a, well, maybe not Venus, maybe somewhere near Earth. Make a bit of a mob grinder, something that is far enough away from Earth that I can stay comfortably on Earth and things will still spawn, but something that is in a good enough position that lots of mobs will spawn, and you know, something kind of reminiscent of the Skyblock challenge. So I'm thinking come out this way a little bit, build a nice big size platform and go up and then build a monster spawner where the monsters drop down and get stuck somewhere, or I can then hack them and kill them to death. So looking like I'm going to have lots and lots of glowstone. It's actually going to be a bit easy to carry if I make it straight into glowstone instead of carrying the dust. So there we have 64. I wonder if I can shave another layer off the sun without getting all lava to death. Guess there's only one way to find out. This is looking like a good thing so far. I have to say I'm really glad you don't get cold and wet in Minecraft. I know they previously had a mod called the Seasons mod that would, you know, if you were during a certain season and you were walking in the desert, you would end up burning yourself and sort of taking damage from walking on the sand. And I know the same mod also had the ability for you to get cold and get damaged if you were standing in a snow biome for too long. I can just imagine that mod would have an absolute field day with you standing here in the center of the sun. Come on, where's that sunrise? Feels like I've been waiting forever for this silly sunrise. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here. I can't actually see where the moon is. What I'm thinking is I will just stand here and I will pause the video and then I will come back at some stage after we get to the point where the sun is about to start rising, and then you can watch me watch the sun rise while I'm on the sun, if that makes sense. So, back soon. Okay, welcome back. I think you can tell by looking over there that we are just starting to see the very first sort of glimmer of the sunrise. So I can't actually tell where it is the sun's going to come up, but it's got to be over this way somewhere. So the plan for the remainder of this video is to finish watching the sun come up, and then once the sun has risen all the way up, I'm going to take this orange wool and the other wool that I have in the other chest that I left on Mercury, and then I will run back and I'll mark off the fact that I've completed 3 more challenges, and then I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I'll thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. And now, just as another point, you know, please watch my other series, my other playlist of my Let's Play for the Yog Box. I'm absolutely going to do a subscriber special this time. I've been watching some other YouTube videos from some other channels, and I find myself inspired to the point where I know what it is that I'm going to do. So look, if that's not a sunrise, I don't know what is. I can't physically see the sun though, so I'm going to try just something. I'm going to try and see if I can work out a way to get down back to where I was a little bit earlier, where I had some overhang, and see if maybe with that little bit of overhang if I can get this rain off me and see a little bit better. Nope. So it's back to kinda, but not really being able to see the sunrise. Look, I definitely know the sun is up, because that's where the sun comes up. So, challenge achieved. Or achievement get, as Minecraft would say. Now it's time to be extra careful and not die. I don't like the fact that if you tap walk forward 2 times too quickly, that it just starts sprinting. That is very unpleasant when that happens to you when you're walking down a little walkway like this. so grab everything back. Plenty of stuff. Take my axe to this chest. And I've got a couple minutes left with which to get back. Still can't see the sun over here. It has to be that rain. More food than I know what to do with, so I'm going to run all the way back and jump, because I think it looks like you go faster when you run and jump. I don't know if you actually do, but it definitely looks like you do. And often things looking a certain way is just as important as them actually being a certain way. Okay, back to Earth, back to home sweet home, back to having way more watermelon than I know what to do with. Gonna munch on some watermelon. And let's be honest, we're totally not having a food shortage here. So I'm gonna just throw a piece of watermelon. Oh, it didn't work. Stand on my balcony. Ah, oh, come on. Gonna stand on my balcony and... Ah, oh, come on! Gonna stand next to my balcony and just throw a piece of watermelon off the world. Ah, talk about achievement fail. Okay, so we have light grey wool. Get. We have orange wool. Orange wool. Orange wool. Get. Come back over this way. What do we now do? Watch a sunrise whilst on the sun. Achieved. Sweet. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm going to start the next episode off by building some form of mob grindery thing that's going to be out here. And I will have to start that off by mining lots of cobble. So, what I'll do now is smelt as many of these iron ingots as I can, and I will take one of my picks out of here, and I'm going to get myself maybe a half, I'm going to go for 12 pieces of cobble, and I'm going to use those 12 pieces of cobble, assuming that I can even make any cobble without them all going in the lava. And I'm going to use those 12 pieces of cobble to make 4 picks. And then at the start of the next video, I'm going to use those 4 picks to utterly annihilate my cobblestone generator and make sure that... oh, come on. And make sure that I get plenty, absolutely stink loads of cobble, and I'm going to use that cobble to make my platform. So that's going to be the next episode, and then I think after that I will attack Mars, and then Jupiter, and then Saturn. That looks like it's sandstone. That's definitely netherrack, but from this distance I have no idea what that is, whether it's stone or whether it's some kind of gravel planet. And then we'll venture out into the wild blue yonder and check out Neptune, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and then we'll head out to Pluto. So, thank you very much for watching. Actually, let's end this with going to bed. So, thank you very much, everyone. I'm now going to go off to bed. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.